Okay.
Holy buckets. We got him, bud.
All right, we're in, boys.
We got him.
Okay.
Boy, look at that tan line.
Yee. All right, dude, let's just get a quick, like 20-minute session.
Yeah.
Like 25-er. See
Okay.
the night takes us. So we just hit some inspiration last section. I'm gonna rename this real
Okay.
quick.
So I wanted to go through this. Yeah, I had to find it today. I started working a little bit during lunch today,
Mm-hmm.
and I remembered some things that we didn't add in. And so
Okay.
under animates, but under slime, I added
Mm-hmm.
magicules.
Ooh, that was big get.
And so, like, the thing I like about magicules is that it's like this underlying magical power, underlying magical force that, like, you can, however many magicules you have kind of determines how strong you are and how powerful you are. And, like, these people in the world can sense the amount of magicules people have. And so, like, if you walk past a super, super powerful dude, they're like, dude, that guy's mega magicules.
Buddy's kind of OP. So it just
And
basically
so,
shows how much power someone has.
yeah. I like the underlying thing. It's like that's what powers all of the different magic things. You know, like I think that's sick.
There's always like a limit. So like it kind of like everyone's kind of insane, but then the underlying thing is like if you don't have that much magic tools, then you're not that OP.
Well, yeah, you can get drained too. Like if you use too much magic, dude. Like if you name too many people, like Rimuru did when he was naming all those wolves,
Mm,
they pass out. So it's like a checks and balances type thing.
that's a good get by you.
Thank you. And then I also added under Demon Slayer the different like types, like the power types, like the different Hashira, you know, like the Flame Hashira, the Mist Hashira.
Yeah. Here, dude, I can
And then
give you some control as well.
of your screen, or what do you mean?
Of it, you have a cursor in here.
We don't need to have. I can just hop into OneNote too.
Well, you can always point with
Yeah.
your mouse.
True. I got the
That's kind of funny.
Zangoose. That's actually funny. I got the Zangoose profile pic, and Fletcher's got the wolf.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
but
and
let's
so besides those types, bud, under Demon Slayer, I also noted in Pokemon there's like different types. You know, like there's like type matchups where grass is good against water, water's good against fire, stuff like that. So
yeah,
I think
that's super good in games.
Yeah. So did I add anything else? Let me see. Under League. Oh, I also added Hex Tech under League because that's kind of like the Magicules. Remember we talked about that a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
So Hex Tech's like the underlying magic in League that kind of powers everything. And it actually influences their style like a lot, like the different like
Oh, like that
all
one like
the visual
formatting and
style.
stuff.
Yeah, it's actually super cool how they incorporate it. Okay.
So now that we have all this inspiration of where we're gonna grab stuff.
Look how we put shirtless muscles under Dragon Ball Z. Why do we like that? We gotta incorporate that.
Okay, what's next?
So let's look. Let me pull up
You
the
can
old
click. You
OneNote
can
too.
click as no. You can click on mine.
Okay. Undoing. So let's go back to our let's go back to our to-do, okay? So we haven't really gone through everything that we've done so far. Do you want to like kind of talk about that stuff, or do
Like
we
talk
just
about how
keep
far
going?
we've gotten.
Yeah, just like talk about like I think I accidentally just like revealed the name of the world just like on the last one.
I mean, nothing's
secret out here. And that was one thing that me and Fletch were figuring out is like I was wondering, is it going to be weird if we kind of like spoil all the things that we're working on before we release them? And I was like thinking about more and more, and I was like, shoot, bud, like, why do we care that much, you know?
I know we gotta let the boys in.
Well, it's not even just the boys, but anyone that's listening, dude. There's probably like thousands of people that are going to be listening. But
All right.
and so like one thing I said that, you know, it's kind of similar to, you know, the fact that we're kind of going through the stuff as we're creating it. It's kind of like how anime when you're watching a show on Netflix or something, and you only have 2 seasons, but you know that the manga is like already like finished. And so if you wanted to like devote the time and kind of dedicate the time and read the manga, you like know what's coming out. And so people can do that with these videos if they want to see what's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
We can't stop them, bud.
We gotta keep this dedication going with the uploads as well. That's what I
We're gonna
think.
try.
I think we're gonna really improve like our progress and get things going with this accountability aspect with the videos we make and upload. So I really
Yeah.
like that.
So I think we should just go through the stuff that we've done so far, just so everyone's kind of on the
Yeah, let's
same
just
page.
recap everything, get everyone up to speed.
Okay. So you can see here right now, Fletch and I were in phase 1 of Avian: A New Dawn. And we basically just wanted to create a whole world, just the backstory, the fundamentals, the building blocks of everything. And so the world
Wait, quick
is,
question to the
yes,
viewers
Fletcher. Oh, to the viewers.
and to us, I guess. Do we
Okay.
call it Avian: A New Dawn or do we call it Avian Origins?
So I think the origins part is just this video series, I think.
Is it though?
I don't know. We're kind of just shooting from the hip out here, just throwing up videos without even
First,
thinking through anything. But I think that this whole thing is like we've done Avian, we've had it going for like the past 5 years. We already rebranded one time and it failed.
it never failed.
It didn't. It just
It just
didn't
got us
pop off.
inspired again.
Yeah, it was just kind of we were
It,
motivated to.
we where I realized is that we're taking these baby steps to
Hmm.
get where we really want to be, and now we're taking these massive leaps in the right direction to get what we're really passionate about, which is like this cool style of clothing that
Storytelling, anime.
we truly wanted, but we didn't know if it was like socially acceptable like at that
Yeah, we were
time.
tied down by our fears and inhibitions back in college. We're like, dude, we don't want to be out as like avian or as anime nerds.
But it's
Like,
like who cares, dude? So now it's like we're at this point that we had to take all those necessary steps in the beginning to get where we're at now, which is where we truly want to be.
we were taking those steps, and now we're about to take a giant leap for avian kind.
All right,
Okay,
so let's get back into it.
so let's just go ahead and just talk about the avian world name. And so you have tabs at the top and on the side, dude. You got Tab City.
Mm-hmm.
So the name of the world that we've come up with so far is
Here, we'll
Etheria.
click on the right side. Let's go over here. Here we
Okay,
go.
thank you. Little preview. So one of the things we thought about was like Aviaria, Avalon, Tempestia. We like and Slime Tempest is like the last name.
So whenever we
Anyway,
refer to slime, it's like the anime that we really like.
wait, just pop up just a picture of what slime is, just so
I'll
they know
pop
how
one
silly
up.
it is. Why are you like the guy on podcasts when you say like, "Hey, pull this up," and then he like pulls it up? Nice, there it is.
So here's the anime boys and girls. Um, goes pretty hard. Like, but the title pictures are always pretty sus. Like, looks kind of silly. But
Yeah,
it's basically this character, this slime, is just super OP and just ends up helping this
that's the same person right
world
there.
that they're in.
That blue slime and that person, like he can transform into that form. So that's
Anyway,
Rimuru Tempest,
so
our hero.
anytime that we refer to slime, that's the anime.
We just shorten things a lot. We gotta use that time to make money instead of talk.
We abbreviate things here, boys. I'm gonna just say boys, even though
I
girls
know.
are
I'm just
watching.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so aviaria, we thought about that. You like aviary is kind of like a place for birds, kind of like a bird haven. That was an idea, but then etheria, we just kind of liked that a lot. We liked aether, is kind of like sky, and we like when it ends in ia a lot for some reason. It sounds so like kind of
Well, that's what kind of
majestic.
like a lot of games do. Like it's just IA refers to like a world or like some sort of like
Yeah,
region or something.
like Wisteria, is that a place?
Or Celestia.
Celestia. Is that a place?
Wisteria is in Wiz,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
and so
Wizard
is
101.
Celestria, or
Celestria.
Celestia.
Oh,
Celestia is in Wiz.
ooh, I didn't know that.
But yeah, guys, these little descriptions we use ChatGPT, get these dialed in for us.
We're not really gonna go with these too crazy, but Etheria gives the impression of a realm imbued with mystery and wonder, where avian species thrive and embark on epic adventures. I don't even think I read this, dude.
It
I
just
think you
sounds
got this
good
one.
though.
Evokes a sense of ancient lore and promises tales of heroism, discovery, and the harmonious relationship between birds and their environment. We should change that to avians real quick. I got it.
Yeah, get in there.
Getting in. Avians.
Perfect.
There we go. That's teamwork, boy.
A little high five.
Oh, in the cursors?
In
I did
game.
it to the camera.
Yeah.
So Etheria is the name of the world. And so we first came up with the name, and before we even did this map thing over here, we needed to come up with the regions. And so we'll come back. Should we just show them the map real quick?
Let's get the regions and then we can show the map.
Okay.
Okay. So within Etheria, we wanted to have, is it 10 regions?
Yeah, we had 10 regions. We started out with 10 regions.
So we have 10 regions, and each one is unique to itself.
What do you mean it's unique to itself?
Like it
It's just
doesn't,
they're all unique.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're all unique. So start off, we have Ripcrest, and that's kind of like the coastals, cliffs, aquatic. I guess I can just click on it.
Yeah. So what? Pretty much what we did here is we like kind of came up with, before we even came up with the names, we wrote out. It was basically just like blank, and we wrote out those descriptions. So if you go back real quick, but I'm gonna go back
Yeah, get in.
to that regions page. We wrote out all these descriptions. We wanted a coastal cliff region. We wanted an enchanted fairy and magical lush forest. Treehouses, wooden, elven theme. So we wrote out all these descriptions here, and then we ended up going back and trying to figure out a cool name for it. And so we kind of fed these descriptions that we liked into ChatGPT, and it gave us some ideas for names. And we went through, and there's a million names if you go back in our chat logs of like.
We'll bring that up eventually.
Yeah. So back to Ripcrest, bud. I'm going back.
All right, back to Ripcrest. So Ripcrest is just a cool, rugged coastline. With all the water coming in, and it's just a cool location on the western coast. So we just like all this with this massive description, but we haven't really dialed it in like exactly where we want it on the.
This is all kind of like, yeah, all drafted. And
It,
so
it sounds like insane, but it was just something chat came up with, and we want to like, of course, make sure it's exactly what we want, and we'll edit it. But it's just like a little placeholder for now.
yeah, and so chat gave us this description, and then we went back into Midjourney and went through and asked for it to give us some like awesome coastal like cliffs and oceans and stuff. And this is the one that we settled on.
Next one we have is Fayleaf. Oh, it's
Where is it at?
bro, it's above it.
I was like-
I thought we just deleted all of our stuff for it. We gotta bring this back up here, dude. That was
Thanks,
too
bud.
dicey.
Yee.
Why do we both do like, hey yo?
Is yours laggy on your screen too?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Okay. So we wanted Fayleaf to kind of be like an enchanted forest. We kind of got
Yeah,
the
like really
idea
lush.
of Avatar, like the blue.
Yeah, like the blue people.
The blue people. We like how they had a mother tree in the middle.
Wasn't it called like Yahweh or something?
Like hey
Or is that-
Yim.
I think Yahweh's in the Bible. It's not Yahweh. It's like Navea. I don't remember.
I don't know, dude. But we just wanted this to be kind of cool with like magic and like lush forest.
Greenery, yeah.
And it's kind of cool.
Tree
We
houses.
added this thing in the middle. I mean, they called it Fayglade. That's when we say they, we just refer to chat. But
So we call it ChatGPT. We just call it chat, and we call it Midjourney MJ. So like
Yeah.
they're our friends. So
it's the boys in the back room. But it just whips up some sick stuff, and we're going with it. But right now, everything's
But,
temporary. We're still gonna dial it in, of course, but this is just a little
mhm.
overview.
So there's Fey Leaf. Let's go to the next one, Snow Gale. So Snow Gale is like a icy, frozen, mountainous tundra with a bunch of like glaciers and crevasses and icy rivers and stuff.
Yeah,
So
not bad.
we like ice. We like that kind of
We're trying
stuff.
to get a little bit of everything here on the map.
Mm, mm. Okay. Next is Luminia. So Luminia, this is kind of a cool city. I like this one a lot. It's like it's a city, but it's like a solar punk is what it's called. And if you're not familiar with that, it's kind of like the urban landscape, urban city, but it incorporates a lot of like nature and grass and trees. Maybe not so much grass, but just a lot of like trees
A
and
lot of
stuff.
greenery within a city.
Right. And so the idea with this one is that it's solar punk. There's a lot of solar panels incorporated all over, and it's including like lush trees and stuff in the middle. It's a vibrant hub of creativity and progress with bustling markets showcasing the latest advancements in solar-powered gadgets and inventions.
Chat
Something
writing should have a book.
something that we just whipped up right quick.
Nothing too crazy, boys. Let's hop right into the next one. We got Eternum.
Mm-hmm.
This one we're kind of going for the underground.
Yes.
Underground,
Steampunk.
just steampunk, exactly.
So each location, each region, we want it to be like a super different feel. And so we were thinking like, you know, we're inspired, of course, by like dwarven kingdoms and stuff like that, and like metalworking and all that cool like metal stuff. And so that's what inspired us for this one, Eternum.
All right, next we got Misthaven.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we like this one a lot.
Yes. So Misthaven, it's an island off the coast of the country, of the region, the world. Let me excuse myself, the world. And we thought it'd be cool if this whole entire island was like kind of surrounded by the mist. I don't know if you remember like Percy Jackson, but like
I
they
was
have
trying to
this like
remember what type of movie we've seen that has the mist.
yeah, the mist is like the thing that like prevents humans from seeing monsters and stuff. But I like the idea of like the mist kind of being like
Kind of like
a
a
life,
protection.
yeah, like a life form, almost like a
It takes
life
on like
force.
a little mind of
It's
its
like
own.
it's like conscious. What's the word of like sentient? I think sentient like
Sen-
mist. Like the mist wants to protect the people living in Misthaven.
oh, it's kind of
So
like Shang-Chi with the
ooh, what
bamboo.
what did we say for Misthaven on this description thing? I think
Foggy, misty, base of mountains, island in the middle.
yeah, you have to sail through the mist or fly to get. Oh, it's like Wonder Woman. Yeah. We like in order to get through, you have to be like chosen and like kind of accepted, kind of like Wakanda too.
Yeah, it's like all this stuff where it's like you have to like get in by knowing someone, or you
Yeah,
just like stumble upon it because like somehow that knows your like
knows your intentions. It like knows if you're
it
evil
knows
or
you're
bad.
worthy.
Yeah, unless you're like that dude. You haven't seen the new Black Panther, have you?
Ah, did he sneak in?
He's great. He's like, "Waka," and he like came
He's a
out of
sh-
the water. Yeah, he has those winged feet. Anyway,
Oh, that sounds sick.
so this is like a rainforest jungle island. We like the jungle aspect and the mist.
Dude, this one came out like super HD. You see that?
Looks pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, after Misthaven, we got Ignatia. And so Ignatia is kind of like the foil to Snowgale. Is it up on your screen? Okay,
Yeah,
there we
I'm
go.
chilling.
We talked about this one in the last video, but it's kind of like a super fiery landscape, blazing realm, untamed fire, relentless heat. Nothing big, nothing too crazy,
Nothing
no
to
big
worry
deal.
about, boys.
Yeah. So the avians that live here have to have like super, um, they're able to
Just
withstand that
they have
heat.
to adapt to this heat and really thrive in it.
Yeah. If they can't handle the heat, they gotta get out of Ignatia.
If they can't handle it, he got to stay out of the kitchen, boys. Come on now.
Thanks, bud. All right, so I think this one might be my favorite.
Okay.
It looks super sick, but this is Cycloron. Do you call it Cycloron? I say
Cycloron.
Cycloron. Okay, because it's kind of like Tron, like kind of like futuristic a little bit, right?
Yeah, like look how small the cityscape is compared to these absolute monster storm forges that we have over here.
So okay, let me explain this one. So this city is kind of in the middle of this really like storm-ridden plains where they experience a bunch of like storms, like super like crazy ones. And we wanted to be able to kind of like harness that power. Our grandpa installs lightning rods. So we've grown up around like Ferguson Lightning is his company. And so we're always, me and Fletcher are always like seeing lightning rods on buildings. And so this city, Cycloron's powered by these three storm forgers that are just straight stealing Zeus's lightning from the skies. So those are storm forgers, and so
And it just
this
talks
one's
a little
really
bit more
sick.
about it, just saying that, you know, just it goes more in depth of what the storm forger is. And those who haven't used Midjourney, it's incredibly difficult to actually pop out stuff that you actually have in your head and
Yeah,
for it to come out like on the screen. And even though we have so much like crazy description of what we want the Stormforge to look like, we want to have turbines, um, shimmering blades that do everything.
yeah.
This is the
bes-
best that we could make it produce and still make it look pretty sick.
So besides like the lightning powered storm forger stuff, like we also wanted Cycloron to be including like wind turbines. So Solar Punk, or I mean Luminia has the Solar Punk that has the solar panels and stuff. We wanted there to be wind turbines as well on the city. So we thought it made sense that if they're like super strong wind turbines that can withstand like gale force winds, then it would be it'd be sick to be on Cycloron. Okay, next bud.
Next one we got Umbriel.
All you.
So Umbriel, make it a little bit bigger for everyone.
Thank you.
Umbriel is just kind of like that shadowy forest.
Like a
Kind
dark
of,
forest.
yeah, it's like a dark forest where everyone kind of thinks that this is kind of, they're always up to no good to the avians that live in Umbriel.
I think
But
they're all, yeah, what's
but
the
they
word?
kind of get a bad rep that live over there. And some people don't choose, the avians don't choose to live there. They might be born there, or they might venture off and end up, you know, finding a place to live in Umbriel. But people don't really, they kind of steer clear of Umbriel.
Yeah. The way that I was kind of thinking of the people, the avians that live here, or like the vibe that you get about the Umbriel avians is kind of like that one, um, the tribe in Wakanda that live in the snowy mountains that like that one guy that challenged T'Challa in the first movie. Like
Oh,
he's
with
kind
all
of
the
like
mammoths and
scary.
stuff.
He has like the skulls all over, like the bones on his like
Yeah, it's kind
outfit
of
and
like
stuff.
they're just like off by themselves, but they're not like bad or good.
Kind of like in Percy Jackson, like the kids of like Hades and stuff.
Yeah, like
Everyone thinks they're evil.
their dad is Hades, like the king of the underworld, but
Hmm.
they can't choose that.
Yeah.
So like we think it'd be kind of cool to maybe have some characters from Umbriel become like heroes. Like be someone like that people look up to, even though they come from a harsh background.
Yeah. And so you can see here this forest is made up of blackwoods, which are like the real redwoods in California, like super tall trees, but these ones are called blackwoods because it's Umbriel.
And it's cool because the avians that within Umbriel they possess a connection with the night and the moon. So that's
Okay,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
cool.
So along with Luminia, like the avians, they're really like the sun, and they kind of like I don't want to say worship the sun, but they really
They
utilize the
draw their
sun.
power.
Yes.
They draw
Uh,
power.
Umbriel avians, they get their power from the moon and at night, and so that's kind of like an aspect of what we've kind of wanted to
Yeah,
incorporate with.
everything kind of everyone in their own region draw power from their region. So
Yeah, like
Ripcrest is
the
like from
special.
like that water coastal area. Like they just feel best when they're there. Fayleigh, the lush forest, the magic. Snowgill, that snow, that icy tundra.
Mm,
Luminia with the sun. Eternum, the underground mining caves.
like rocks and ground, like Toph and
Mm-hmm.
earthbending.
Misthaven. We got like the water and the mist. The mist
The mist, the
empowers them.
jungle.
Ignatia got the fire and the lava. Cyclone got the wind and lightning. And then Umbreon, we got the Dark Forest, and
The moon.
Blackwoods, and the
Hmm.
Moon. Next, we have Celestria.
So this is the last one right here. This is the 10th. So Celestria is going to be in the center of all of Etheria, and you can see here the biggest thing that's going to take your attention or kind of grab
Right.
your eye is that middle, that middle spire, and that's called, what's it called again? It's the Stellarium Spire, dude. That's sick. I don't know if that's what we're gonna stick with. It's not. This is all like
Everything's up in the air
change.
with
Yeah.
our descriptions, but everything is kind of everything's in the right direction.
Right. And so this spire, so all of Celestria, the kind of thing that they're focusing on getting their power from is like the constellations, the stars, the planets. Like they're up in space. Like these guys are always like have their eyes to the skies, trying to observe the night. And so the Stellarium Spire, what does it say? It's kind of
Yeah, we got it's in the second paragraph. This architectural marvel transcends the boundaries of creativity and engineering, serving as a monumental representation of Etheria's celestial wonders. The
wanders.
Stellarium Spire, with its resplendent design and luminescent aura, beckons avians from all regions to bask in its celestial. Dude, this is crazy. All right, so it does go kind of off the rails with all this like descriptions. Like I'm reading a straight up like novel with these insane like nouns and adjectives.
Hmm.
But that's what kind of makes it fun with the storytelling that chat,
Okay,
uses
yeah.
that we can't do ourselves because we're not writers and we're not artists. So it's fun to
Right.
tap into these these tools that can really help us out without us having to pay like an actual person. But we
Yeah.
do actually pay for these services.
We pay for Midjourney, MJ. Chat's still free right now, but we'll
Yeah,
see if we have to upgrade
dude.
eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we looked at Fiverr, we looked at like hiring designers and stuff. We just don't have the money right now. And
So
so
so boys, tap
eventually
tap into Avian and let's get you in here.
eventually we want to make sure we have like awesome artists and stuff, and especially like if we can get into like animations and videos and things like that. But what I was gonna try to say, I couldn't remember where it was, but the what's it called? The Stellarium Spider. The Stellarium Spire. I was thinking of like the Iron Spider from Spider-Man Homecoming or something. Anyway,
Shoot.
that big tower right there, it it's also able to project celestial events with breathtaking precision. So like it can like project what's happening like super far away in space using all the observatories that are in Celestria, and like shows like all the sick stuff that's going on. So Celestria is a place to go if there's ever like a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse or anything sick.
Nice, dude.
Anyway,
This is sick. So
so
now that we
that's all 10
have
regions.
all 10 reg, now we go back to Etheria and we're gonna tap into the map. So we wanted to create a
Yeah.
map, and this took so long for us to dial in on MJ in order for it to pop this out.
And I say we call it after this map, but I think this is a good time to after we go through this.
You think?
I think it's good. I think
Okay,
we
this is a
talk
good
about the
this
regions. Yeah, yeah.
this this could be a good stopping point.
Hmm.
But so we have all 10 regions, and we wanted this map to be able to basically hold all 10 regions in their own
Yeah.
areas. And like we were saying earlier, MJ is pretty hard to get exactly you want. So right now, a little bit, we could go in Photoshop and add different coloring to certain areas,
We will. We will.
but let's go over exactly what's happening here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So here, I'll just go from left to right. So down here, we got Mist Haven. So eventually, we'll probably want to add some fogginess over here, have it off on its own. And it's not to scale now. Theoretically, this would be pretty big. Everything's
It
be
might be to scale.
big.
I don't know. It could. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
And then over here we got Eternum. So it's kind of
Hmm.
dark black woods over here in the forest, dark forest down there. Over
Well,
here.
Eternum. Yeah, in the mountains, there's gonna be like an
Oh wait, I
underground
was
like
thinking of
entrance.
Umbriel.
All right, we're still new to this, bud.
This is Eternum, so this is straight underground, straight from the underground. We got some mining and stuff happening in the caves
Yeah,
and
yeah,
some steampunk action.
yeah.
Over here is Umbriel. That's the black woods. That's where the
Mm,
dark force happening action over there. And then right here we have Luminia. So this is gonna be a cool little city area for the Luminians to chill out.
Solar punks and the sun eaters.
And then right down here we have Ripcrest. So along the coast we have these cool mountains, and that'd be a cool area to maybe add some more peaks and cliff sides onto this area.
Mhm.
Up here we have Snowgale. We got the icy mountains and the tundras. Right here we have Bayleaf. This is the lush forests,
Mhm.
and
Enchanted.
Mother Tree going in there. And here we have Celestia. This is where everyone's gonna come to meet to go look at Cosmos displays.
Cosmosis.
They all get hypnosis. And then
Hypnotized.
over here we have Cycloron. This is where the crazy storm forges and windmills and windy, crazy environment with lightning everywhere is happening.
We
And
might
over,
want to add some like clouds and stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
I know, dude. And over here we have Ignatia, and right now it looks a little snowy on the outsides, but eventually we'll make this all like lava and crazy red,
Mhm.
black, and just crazy uh, landscaping over there.
Crazy fire. And so like the whole plan with this is, how one thing we got to keep remembering and like trying to keep in mind is like how are we gonna convey or how are we gonna get all these things across in a clothing brand? And that's something
Mm.
that you have to kind of like tackle and figure out ways. And so, of course we could have this map like on a shirt or like on some clothing, which will be cool. Some people might like that aspect, but we're thinking for sure like on the website somehow we're gonna have to learn how to code or learn to make friends with somebody who can code or ask our friend chat if he can code, but figure out a way to like have this map on the website and like imagine you're like hovering over your like cycloron and you click on it and it brings you to like the picture. It zooms in. Excuse me while this is so
No,
slow.
you're good. You're good. So it'll go right to Psycheron basically, and it'll give you a description of it, cool
Yeah.
image, so close up image of what it's looking like,
Mhm.
and then maybe it'll attach like other like clickable like icons to go grab like apparel from Cycleron. You know what I'm
Yeah, and
saying?
it'll show off the clans that are in Cycloron. It'll have like special stories that happen in Cycloron. And that's the idea. And so going back to the map here, that's the plan. And that's the idea. We're gonna figure out how to get there. We're taking you guys along with us. Can't get out of this car. It's not gonna stop until we're there.
All
So
gas, no brakes, boys. So if you're in the car already, you can't leave, boys. Stay strapped in and get ready for this ride.
buckle up, Buttercup.
Boys, we're going to Mach 10 right now, dude. Nothing's stopping this progress. And this is only phase 1 of phase 10, boys. We're at the
This
tippy top and we're only halfway there. Little Dr. D.
Doctor Disrespect. Okay, I think that's a good stopping point right there. That's a quick. I don't know how long we've been going, but
Nothing too
feels like a
crazy.
good
We'll
stopping point.
pop this up. We popping up tonight or tomorrow?
We'll see. We already
Let's just
uploaded that one. We
why
uploaded last
why
night's.
stop? Just pop it up today.
We'll
Tonight.
see. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that.
All right, boys. We'll stay dialed in. Just get hyped. We're
Yeah,
excited to.
tomorrow. Next video. Look forward to. I think we should talk about the clans.
Yeah, we'll talk about the clans. Here's a little teaser for next time. So we're gonna get into regions. Under each region, we have the clans. So get excited for the clans, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Episode 3 coming in. Talking about the
Episode 3
clans.
next time. We're
Yep.
done with episode 2. See you guys later.
All right, bud. Get some good sleep.
You too.
Love you.
You.
Bye, bud.
But
Wait, what do we end first?
wait, you didn't even do the thing.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
You.
Love you.